Folks, welcome back. Today we are finally back at Riftbound. We are going to open up one more case of Origins in preparation for the hot new release of Vendetta. So not only this, we did also order one more case of Unleashed. We're going to capitalize on that while it is at its lowest cost. It continues to be at its lowest cost for some time now. Can't really be a bad buy at less than MSRP is kind of where my head's at the moment. Not that it is, as a set is not increasing dramatically in value by any means. But I do believe as these things rotate out of print, being the first sets of this card game, I do believe that those boxes will, if not hold, increase in value as time goes on. Now, I did mention that this is going to be a case opening. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I am going to be keeping one of these boxes back for personal collection, and it will remain sealed for a while. So we'll be opening up 5 of the Origins boxes in total for this video series. Take these off camera just slightly. We're going to break right into it. I, of course, have already done a video explaining, what cards you get in these packs. We're already run through commons and uncommons. I don't want to make you guys sit there and watch even more. So we've got Rune Prison and Foil, Vayne, and Legends. So we always get tons and tons of Legends. I will go ahead and separate out uncommons because there are some uncommons worth holding on to. All right, continuing on. Sorry about that. So again, leaving one box behind for the personal collection. Kind of opening up another set of Origins in preparation for our new exciting set, Vendetta. So we've got Stormclaw Ursine, Volibear, and our first showcase, Kaisa Evolutionary. Our alternate art version, not bad. I do believe I have opened one of those already, but it's getting kind of foggy now that we've opened so many sets, so many boxes. Got a foil treasure trove, Victor, treasure, yeah, that's right, okay, and a set Kingpin. Hopefully everyone is excited for Vendetta as I am. I know I'm seeing a lot of cards that I definitely want to collect as well as play. Seems purple is going to be getting even more powerful. Got a Raging Soul, Party Favors, and a Jinx. Yes, purple seems to be getting a little bit more power in its arsenal, which means, just like we've already seen a number of purple bands, chaos bands, should use the proper term, not just the color. Blind Monk, Legend, Overt Operation, and a Seal of Strength. All right, so one of the theories I am testing in this video, in this case opening, I am curious, like we got showcase runes in Spirit Forged and Unleashed, whether or not the seals were a standard fixed printing number for anytime you open a case of Origins. I feel like you got a fixed number of those, but I'm not positive. I'm thinking we'll get one of every single seal in this case, assuming we'll see how far we get with the boxes. If we have terrible openings, maybe I'll open that last box. I don't know. Foil Sky Splitter, Kaisa Evolutionary, the standard art, and a Karma Channeler. But yeah, my gut is telling me, since we saw a fixed number of the showcase runes in the last couple sets, I think we have a fixed number of seals in Origins. Symbol of the Solari, Twisted Fate, Zanya's Hourglass. But yeah, purple or chaos, yeah, is getting quite a bit of power added to its arsenal. So I would not at all be surprised if we see some more chaos bands come through shortly after Vendetta release. Vi Destructive, Set the Boss, and a Teemo Strategist in Epic. Reinforce foil, Shen, Kinku, and a Madden Marauder. All right. So kind of a lackluster start. Not what we want to be opening this early, but let's see if we can catch some better pulls here. Kraken Hunter, Dr. Mundo, and Dead Bloom Predator. So another epic. Not terrible, not great, but not terrible. And we'll keep going here. Got a Solari Shrine, Raging Firebrand, and a Foxfire in Epic. All right, we are rocking and rolling with Epic hits here very early. Let's see if we can start pulling some showcases with it. Blaze through these here. Dune Drake in foil, Malzahar, Fanatic, and a Karthus. All right, we are halfway through this box already. Pack number 13. Undercover Agent, Leona, and a Convergent Mutation. And I see, yes, we do have a Showcase Rune, Fury Rune in this instance. Very nice, not bad, not bad. I don't think the Showcase Runes in this set were actually a fixed printing. It didn't feel like it with all the ones that we've opened. Foil Pit Crew, Mind Splitter, those are always great to have. And a Last Stand. But yeah, I don't feel like, 'cause I think I got in the last Origins booster case opening we did, I'm pretty sure that I got multiples of the same one, so it wasn't a fixed number. You didn't get one of each like you currently do. Draven the Showboat, oh, wrong pile. Hand of Noxus, and a Last Breath. So I don't think I've ever opened Last Breath. That's cool. Moving right along, we've got Star-Tipped Peak foil, Elysian Centered, and an Echo Recurrent. Vanguard Sergeant, Grand Stratagem, and a Jinx Rebel in Epic. So I also do not believe I have opened one of those. I'm not positive, but I know I've got the Origins version. I don't know if I've actually opened one of those or not. An Unyielding Spirit, Tide Turner is always good to have, and a Yasuo Remorseful. Only 2 showcases, and one of which is a rune. This is not a great first box. This might have been the box I should have put away. Fight or Flight, too bad it's banned. Mistfall, and a Nocturne. People are saying Nocturne is going to make a serious resurgence here in this next set, but to be determined. A Rebuke foil, a Warwick, and a Wraith of Echoes. And it looks like, yes, we have another Showcase Rune. Chaos Rune this time. So not bad. My guess is we are not going to be opening any overnumbered here with how we're currently tracking. Jeweled Colossus, Caitlyn Patrolling, and an Albus Ferris. Whoop, too many. We've got a Navori Fighting Pit, Darius the Trafarian, and Jinx the Loose Cannon. Legend. Last 2 packs. Have not seen our overnumbered here. Forge of the Future, Fiora Victorious, and Arasa the Sunderer. Last pack. If it doesn't happen here, this is the box that I wish we would have stowed away. something fun here in the back. What is that? Oh, no, it's another legend. Those legend cards always get you. On guard, the Yasuo Unforgiven, and a Primal Strength. So, definitely not a great box. Let's jump straight into box number 2 then. Yeah, there's no reason to be delicate with these things anymore. We have so many boxes. All right. I won't clean up here between these boxes. We've been through enough of these box openings. We can live with a little bit of clutter, I think. I think you all will manage. All right, pack number 1, box 2. Cranking right through it here. First stack gets too big, though. I'm going to have to clean up Forge of the Future, Vayne, and Misfortune the Bounty Hunter. Spectral Matron, Mistfall, and another Nocturne. Party Favors, Jinx Demolitionist, and a Dazzling Aurora. So even at Epic, that is a solid card to be opening, so I can't complain too much. Though I am just not seeing the number of showcases I would have expected here so far. Doondrake, Lee Sin, the Blind Monk, and an Overt Operation. Yeah, definitely not the numbers we would expect to see for a booster box so far. And for some reason, I was thinking we had more of an average of 1 overnumbered per box, but maybe I'm wrong. We have a foil Targon's Peak, Kaisa Evolutionary, and another Karma Channeler. Foil Cleave, Twisted Fate, and Zanya's Hourglass. So we have yet another showcase rune. It's an order rune this time, which is very interesting. For some reason, I was thinking that these were not a fixed set, but it is pointing in that direction once again. So maybe I was wrong. Maybe it is always runes that are a fixed number of those showcases. Fighter Flight, Caitlyn Patrolling, and Albus Ferris. Let's see. Traveling Merchant in foil, another Jinx Loose Cannon, and a Kraken Hunter. All right, we are a little over a quarter of the way through this box already. Dr. Mundo, a Fiora, and look at that, we got a Teemo Showcase. So it is just the alternate art. Still great looking card. But that's only going to be our second showcase of this box. First non-rune showcase. But still have not seen our overnumbered. You know, I do take that back. The overnumbereds, I guess those were about 2 or 3 per case, weren't they? Cruel Patron, Raging Firebrand, and a Noxian Guillotine. Very nice. Don't think I've opened up a single one of those. I think that's a first. Darius's signature spell. Another legend we've opened. Blazing Scorcher, Yasuo, and a Primal Strength. Okay, we are at the half point here. Pack number 12. Cannon Barrage, Ravenborn Tome, and a Soul Gorger. Okay. We need to pick this up for the second half in order to do better. We are only at, what is that, 2, 3 epics? One is a Dazzling Aurora, so I guess that's not half bad. And only 2 showcases. Very light on the number of rare cards in this case opening so far. Foil Rebuke, Lee Sin Centered, and an Unchecked Power. Not bad. Another epic. We were due. Foil Ravenbloom Student, Echo Recurrent, and a Grand Stratagem. Jeweled Colossus, another Tide Turner, and a Yasuo Remorseful. Need to start picking it up here, that's for sure. Spell of War, Volibear, and a Victor. Okay, second half started off not terrible, and now we are falling apart once again. On Guard, Set Kingpin, and a Showcase Lee Sin. So again, this is alternate art only, not an overnumbered, so not what we're hoping for, but a good card nonetheless. Not a ton of value, but not bad. Dangerous Duo, Vi Destructive, and a Set the Balls. Oh, I'm getting a little nervous that we have not opened any of our overnumbered cards yet. What always worries me is when you're trying to leave a box behind, you know, for value accumulation, and what if it has that one card that you just wanted to open? Foil Warwick, Wraith of Echoes, and a Seal of Rage. Okay. That's kind of how I'm feeling if I don't open up any overnumbers here. Foil Stupefy, Shen, Kinku, and another Madden Marauder. Okay. We are down to our last 4. Need to see an overnumbered or at least more showcases. I feel like we are definitely under where we should normally be. Wielder of Water, Darius Trifarian, and an Epic Possession. I think that might be the first time I've opened that one as well. Trifarian Warcamp, foil, Rasa the Sunderer, and a Solari Shrine. Last 2 packs. Need some magic, need some help. We need some overnumbereds. Malzahar Fanatic, Karthus, and a Bullet Time, so Misfortune's signature spell. So again, opening up plenty of epics, not enough showcases, and definitely not enough overnumbers. Last pack of booster box number 2. Ooh, stack deck, always will need those. Consult the Past in foil, Sona, and a Ravenborn Tome. Okay, so another box that would have been a good candidate for putting away, letting it increase in value, and maybe never opening. All right, cleaning up a few common cards here. We'll open up one more box in this video. So this is box number 3. And then we'll probably open the last 2 of our boxes in the next video, and hopefully are not forced to open up our last and final box, so as I can keep one, let it accumulate its value, and hopefully never have to open it. All right, box number 3, pack number 1. Here we go. Not making terrible time, so that's good. What's that? Spoils of War. Portal Rescue in foil, Ravenborn Tome, and a Soul Gorger. I'll let you guys tell me, is this actually the right number of showcases we should be getting? It feels extremely low from what I'm used to with our other box openings. Arena Bar, Sona Harmonious, and another Ravenborn Tome. All right, so there you go. There's another Fury rune. I knew we were getting doubles, so it's not the case that we're opening up just a set of runes in a case. That is not the case. No pun intended. So it is random, at least if you're opening a case. We've got a Leona, Radiant Dawn, Kiana, Victorious, and another Teemo, Strategist. Is that the second one we've opened? Or maybe that was the showcase version I'm thinking of. But yet another epic, whereas we need showcases and desperately need to hit an overnumbered really badly. Scrapyard Champion, Progress Day, and a King's Edict. At least I'm getting quicker with the pack openings. That's feeling much better. A Psy Scout, Carnivorous Snapvine, and a Convergent Mutation. Not a great start once again. We are getting a series of bad booster boxes here right from the beginning. These need to get much better very quickly. Udyr, Wildman, a Thousand-Tailed Watcher, and another Foxfire. Man, we are getting a lot of repeats, it seems like. That's very odd. I don't think we've gotten a lot of repeats in any other case openings, so that's a little new and a little odd. Oh, I think we have something special back here. Let's see. Clockwork Keeper. Oh, nope. It's always that art of the legends that just looks so good. The Nine-Tailed Fox herself, Ari. And another Kaisa Evolutionary. So that's 2 showcases, the exact same art. That is weird. And we also open a Fury rune in that same box, if I'm not mistaken. If we open a Chaos rune, oh, we're going to have conversations. I know there's some odd things going on with some of these cases, but man. Orb of Regret. Starting to regret buying these boxes. Harness Dragon. And a Solari Shrine. Boy, these boxes need to get better. I know exactly what's going to happen. I'm going to put away an overnumbered signature card in the box that I'm not opening. I'm going to really wish I had opened it. Kane Unleashed, Ari Alluring, and a Set Brawler in Epic. So I think we did open one of those previously. I think we've actually opened a couple of those at this point. Not in this case, but in previous cases. Commons, uncommons, a Mystic Poro. Oh, I swear. Oh, I swear. Mystic Poro. Teemo Scout. Taric Protector. And look at that. A near identical opening to that first box. Because that is box 3. That's box 1. And that's box 2. Somebody tell me that this is purely coincidence. I find it hard to believe. So that is something that I have questioned as of the Unleashed printings, because I did notice that a lot of those were printed or opened in the exact same order from time to time. I am very nervous. Someone is going to figure out how to map these boxes. And that's something we were talking about, seeing if it can actually be done. I'm still working to investigate that. Mountain Drake, a Sabotage, Promising Future. Well, let's hope the future is promising, because so far it has not gone well. Faithful Manufacturer, Leona, and another Convergent Mutation. I feel like I've opened a pack literally just like that. All right, we have just crossed the halfway point. Pack number 13 of this box here. Falling Comet, Kog'Maw, and a Blitzcrank. I don't like the fact that I'm seeing reprints or repeats of openings here. Brynir, Thundersong, Volibear, the Relentless Storm, and Darius Executioner in Epic. So we are definitely opening up plenty of epics and not nearly enough of the showcases. That's, oh man, I really thought there were more showcases that we opened on average on these, but I guess wasn't paying close enough attention. Solari Chief, Commander Ledros, and another Tide Turner. I won't complain about the Tide Turners because those are extremely useful, especially for all the purple decks that we're building. I'm sorry, Chaos decks that we're building. I gotta stop just calling them by their colors. Get Excited. I'm trying, man. The Harrowing and a Tasteful Fey Folk. Definitely having trouble getting excited about this. This is not going well. Good Lord. Poro Herder, Tryndamere, and a Victor Herald of the Arcane. Okay, continuing on. We are just about 3/4 of the way through the last box of this video. Not making terrible time, but we need to crank through the last little bit here. Petty Officer, Machine of Angel, and a Misfortune are just not doing well. There's got to be at least one more showcase in this box. Good Lord. We are not seeing a very well balanced case here. Mage Seeker Warden, Falling Star, and a Yasuo Wind Rider. Still only an epic printing. Still have not hit our overnumbered. Good Lord. Come on, box. Work with me here. Work with me. The Dreaming Tree, foil, Mistfall, Heimerdinger. Last 4 packs. Need it to happen here. It's looking more and more likely like this box we're keeping behind is going to have good stuff in it. Flurry of Blades, Blind Fury, and a Daughter of the Void, Kaisa. Mushroom Pouch, Anivia, and another Ava Achiever. Last 2. If it doesn't happen here, I'm getting pretty disheartened. I wonder if they mixed up the print runs for the last ones and made them even less common. I don't know. More rare. Maybe probably the better way to say that. Playful Phantom, Albus Ferris, and another epic, Cadrigan the Infernal. Don't really need more epics. We need showcases. In particular, some overnumbereds would be fantastic. Last pack. Oh, I see another rune. No, I don't think so. Pouty Poro, a Shakedown, and a Teemo. Those legends always look like there's something that they aren't. Well, so again, just another 3 showcase hit, 2 of which in this case were runes. This has been a terrible start to this case opening, I will say that. So let's hope they get a whole hell of a lot better in the next video. We'll see you guys here shortly.